Hi everyone, come on in, come say hi. Let me know that you're here if you're watching a replay. And if you got to enjoy this gorgeous weekend, the sun. Today, it's like, okay, there it is. There it is. May is going by so fast. The weather is taking its sweet time coming in, but I am so grateful for today. So come in and say hello. I'm excited to see what's in store for us. This is the last full week of May. These weeks are just getting faster and faster and faster. They really are. What do we have going on? I do have 2 shows in the month of June. Actually, there's 1 ticket left. There's 1 ticket left for the Dartmouth shows. That is June 6th in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And there's less than 10% of tickets left for the Sydney show, which is the 19th. So if you're wanting to go either one of those and you're in the area, you can head over to my website, angiemcclellan.com, under the upcoming event tabs, and grab that ticket. Grab those tickets for Sydney. Can't wait to come and deliver beautiful healing messages from the other side. Like I said, I mean, I love everything that I do. I am such a fan of spirit. You know what I mean? And so I love private sessions. I love small group sessions. I love large room sessions. I love in a large room sessions being able to like sit back and reflect on the different ways spirit came through. What is so beautiful about reading a large room is like you can really see the magic that is spirit, the different types of personalities that come through, the different types of healing styles, messaging styles coming through. Nothing is ever the same, right? And I think being able to see it, whether you're receiving a personal message or you're witnessing the messages, the healing is undeniable. You feel better leaving. You sleep better that night as a result of being present in the presence of spirit and the presence of healing messages. And it's just doesn't get old. I've been doing this for over 10 years and it doesn't get old. Anyways, so excited. Really looking forward to June. Hi everyone. Oh good. I see you guys coming in. And don't forget, we do have a little draw going on. So we do want to be mindful of scammers. We know they love that. I know there's certain trigger words that they search for, but if you looked at my pinned featured, and if you haven't seen the post yet, this is running until next Sunday. So maybe we'll announce the winner. No, I'm not even holding myself accountable to it. It will be next Sunday. Probably isn't going to be live on the weekly guidance. Let's be real. My life is too chaotic for that. If it's a happy accident and it works out that way next week, great. But regardless, it will be drawn next Sunday. So I'm excited for that. May was a blink. May was a blink. Surprisingly, the month of May is such a teaching month, right? It's almost like the universe is showing you what you outgrown, what you're no longer tolerating. And it's not so much in a negative, but it's almost very black and white of being like, oh, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. That's not important to me anymore. This has served its purpose, ran its course. There's almost this ease to release, or there's more decisiveness around kind of the clarity that's coming in. So that was a welcome surprise for the month of May. Really excited because we always know when the universe starts clearing out, it's making room for it to come in. And so, you know, June, okay, listen, I think May is fast. June is going, it's already over. That's how the month of June is going to feel like. So, it's going to be good though. So we can handle that as long as if we're flowing quickly, as long as it's full of abundance and plenty and wonderful loving opportunities and experiences. We love that, right? All right, I got 5 cards. Let's start with these. See what the guides want us to know for the week of May 24th through to the 30th. Yeah. there's almost as in interesting enough that Spirit had me kind of go off the cuff a little bit about the surprises that May brought in and how it's really kind of showcasing what we don't want anymore, or what we're no longer participating anymore, or what we're no longer entertaining. Okay, there's the strength. It can be throwing you off a little bit. Okay, it can be throwing you off a little bit, but we want to release that as well, because this is definitely coming in as a clearing. Right? So negative, it's not so much that, oh my gosh, everybody's getting their answer prayers and mine is negative. It's the clearing out. It's the wrapping up. It is the loose ends, right? And the clarity is what you've been praying for. The clarity is what you've been asking for, right? And so if we're asking for clarity on what it is that we need to do and what it is for our highest good, you know, and then go, well, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? It's like, no. This is how it works, right? Divine guidance in divine direction and opportunities coming in doesn't mean easy peasy, passive, you don't have to participate or like be a human. That's not what that means. It means you trust that what's coming in for you is for your highest good, even if it's a difficult situation, even if it is a difficult epiphany, right? And so clarity of seeing, hey, this relationship doesn't serve me. Hey, I'm not as happy and content as I thought I was. You know what that does? That gives you the power to make the changes for you. You can't change what you can't see. Okay? And so you may be going, well, I wanted a quick fix. Listen, if you haven't figured out that life is not about quick fixes by now, you're going to continue to be disappointed, right? It is about making sure that you are having the best experience of what is best for you, that's honoring your soul with your soul's divine path and purpose here in the physical form. And so this is the strength to get through this. Right? There's times when we have to do things we don't want to do. There's times that you know, things aren't going the way that we would want it to, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to be like this. It doesn't mean like that this is coming in to punish you. It's just, this is where we're at right now, and we're able to celebrate. There's the celebration card, the achievement card, exciting news card as a result. Right? And so being able to say, okay, you know what? I got this. This is challenging. You know what I mean? When can I catch a break? Yeah, absolutely feel all those feelings. But when you attach to them and then you identify them and then that's your inner dialogue, that is always going to hold you back. It's always going to hold you back. So we can feel it, but then we release it. Okay, and that's so important because there's the news we're celebrating. You think that you're so far away because you hit a hiccup, that we're in a hiccup, or a hiccup comes in the first half of the week. No. There's a celebration. This is the last, like I said, May is about wrapping up lessons. May is about having truths be revealed to you, comfortable ones and uncomfortable ones. And that is what is leading you, ascending you, liberating you to the next. Okay, so news we're celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancies, graduations, a time of gratitude. Nothing like a challenge to make us and show us how actually lucky and blessed we are. Okay, we take for granted how blessed we actually are because we are conditioned to want and want and want and want and want and want and want. You are literally living your goals from 10 years ago. And now we're here going, right? We're not doing that. We are no longer doing that. We are taking the time to go, oh my gosh, look how far I've come. Oh my gosh. Because of this wrapping up, because of this clarity, comfortable or not, right? What you want to see or not, if it's coming in and the truth is getting a reaction out of you, I would recommend you go, why am I reacting this way? Where is this coming from? Right? Like I said, you cannot change what you cannot see. And the month of May is bringing it. The blinders are off so that when we go into June, we have an open heart, open mind to the amazing opportunities and the changes and the fulfillments that we're looking for. And there is quite this void of fulfillment. And it's not going to come from material things. It's going to come from you recognizing how amazing you are, how blessed you are, and that everything else is just a cherry on top. When you're able to see that, then you're in the flow of receiving, and the abundance coming in is you're tickled pink, right? If you are constantly looking for everything that you don't have, the universe can give you exactly what you ask for, and you're going to just go on to the next and not even recognize it, right? Recognize it for what it is. And so there's very much this need for you to go, what parts am I playing? Because a lot of the time, what's preventing us from feeling what it is that we want to feel or having what it is that we want to have is ourselves. Belief systems, avoidance of comfort, avoidance of feeling, right? If we're drinking it, smoking it, shopping it, sexing it, drugging it away, you're not going to be able to withstand feeling good emotions too. If we cannot withstand, having the human experience, then when the good comes in, you don't have the foundation, you don't have the skill set to feel that too. So it is really important that you look at the parts and go, what parts am I playing? Is there anything that I am doing that's adding to this, or that is adding avoidance to this? And this seems to be coming in a little bit strong, probably because we have what, 8 days left of May, right? May is about this change month, this pivot month, changing out of the old into the new. This is why the clarity is coming in. Right? What are you going to do with it? The ball is in your court. Always. We have the power of free will. Okay? Just wanting, if the universe brings to you what it is that you want and you aren't prepared for it, you're going to sabotage it. You're going to dismiss it. Right? And so really always the ball is in your court. And so reminding ourselves of our power as we navigate these final days. Okay. There's somebody that you're worrying about, that you worry about. This is someone that is repetitive, that comes up in your mind, that it feels like your hands are tied and you're out of control, and the good that comes back to you. So there is good news coming in for what we feel is out of our control. Whether it's loved ones, whether it is partners, whether it is our health, there's a lot of reassurance that's coming in. And again, clarity, and again, full circle moments, and again, understanding that you have this divine team able and ready for you to help, especially in the situations where it's not within your power. Right? Maybe we're waiting on a call. Maybe who we're worrying about is an adult, right? There's very much this feeling of our prayers are being heard, and that there's no reason to fear, okay? That there's no reason to fear, and that the good comes back to you, and that there's unexpected inflow of abundance, not only for you, but for those who you exactly share and who you love, okay? And there... Let me see what's going on. What's happening this week with the moon or the planets? Because, well, we have full moon. Maybe it's the 31st. There's something seems to be lifting, because there it is. I felt like midweek, the reward card, the relief, the lift, news of exciting opportunities. All of a sudden think, ooh, I just saw a really shiny coin. Usually my sign and symbol for financial abundance, I hear, it's like, when you hit the machines, it's like ding, 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 ding. That's usually my sign and symbol for that. But they just had me pick up like this big shiny coin, and it is to represent abundance. Okay. So there may be unexpected opportunity for abundance, overflowing finances, overflowing love, overflowing connection, overflowing promotion. There's something that's coming in that it is your choice whether we're going to pick it up or not. Okay. And again, a lot of the shifts that May has presented for us is reminding us that we are who we are looking for, and we are the ones who are doing the work or not, willing to make the changes or not, right? And so it's always within us, and just that reminder. So there does seem to be a reward, a gift from the universe that's coming in that honestly feels like it's dropping in our lap, and that this is a positive, okay? So it's up to you whether you're going to pick it up, whether you're going to take it, whether you're going to make it into something or not, okay? It really does feel like go time, okay? And it really makes sense to why the level of intensity that I'm feeling as I'm channeling these messages are quite high, right? Which makes me feel like this needs to be done. we need to address this right away. We're no longer procrastinating on this. There's the indecisivity. There you are. Can't make a decision to save your life, guys, right? Being unable or unwilling to make the decision. There's the decision, the ending. So we know that we need to let something go, need to quit smoking, need to unload, our less than stellar romantic partner. Maybe we need to put our notice in at work. There's something that we know that we've been dragging our heels on, whatever that means to you. It is time. There's you are, able and capable. Take the leadership role, make it happen, do the thing, but there's the ending. Ending that leads to new beginnings. The need to release situation or people that hold you back. And it has to be you. If you're waiting for them, right? If you're waiting for them, this needs to be, you are in the driver's seat of your life. You want something, you make it happen. You don't like something, you can be the one to make the changes. Okay? And I know our ego and our brain loves to tell us all the reasons why we can't make the change, but the truth is that you have the power of free will, and you are an adult, and you can do whatever you want. And we forget this. Because there is so much conditioning and there is so many systems that has been put in place upon us. But the truth is that you really can do whatever you want, right? So what is it that you want? And that's the clarity that's coming in the month of May. And that's the discomfort that's coming into the month of May, because all of a sudden, the rose-colored glasses are kind of coming off, and we're seeing things that we didn't see before, or we're making the connections that we didn't make before. And it is coming in to empower you, okay? It is to empower you, because knowledge is power. Can't change what you can't see. And so the universe is bringing it to you. It's up to you what you do with it, okay? And this card indicates that it has to be you to do it. You can't wait for it to come to you. You can't wait for somebody else to do the work and then you benefit from it. This is coming from you. Your inner work, conversations, manifestation, putting it out to the universe. A lot of the times, if you are brutally honest with yourself and you are able to say, this is what I want, I'm ready. Doesn't mean you have to burn your life down to the ground, but you need to decide, I am doing this. When the universe hears that, it's like, oh, they're ready. Let me bring to them what they need. But because almost always we as humans don't even let ourselves be honest with what it is that we want, because we're too scared of rejection. We're too scared that we're not going to get it, that we squash the thought. How the hell are we going to follow through with it? Or how the hell are we going to manifest it if we can't even let ourselves want it, or let ourselves admit, this is what I want? Powerful, right? We all do it. And so there is this clarity that May is bringing in. There's this direction, directiveness, I guess is a word, that Spirit is coming through, making sure that you hear it the way that they intend it, okay? So that we understand it is within our hands. We got this, okay? Plan for the long-term, abundance from past choices, okay? Meaning that it's safe to move forward. It's safe to plan ahead. It's safe to go, this is what I want. I know for the longest time, even myself, I used to love doing like, this is what I want to focus on this year. This is what I would like to have over the next 3 years. Just kind of like, an idea of what I'm working towards. Or I haven't done that in years because really it wasn't the time. Everything was internal for me personally. And, you know, really since post-COVID, it's really hard to go, oh yeah, I know how the next 5 years are going to happen. It's going to work out. It's like, no, we don't. No, we don't. So many things, even, you know, within the first 5 months of this year was not on our bingo cards, but here we are, right? They are saying that it is safe for you to look ahead, that we can plan ahead. We're failing to recognize magical opportunities. We are forgetting what truly matters. And it's in here that matters, right? This is not about getting all of the things. It's about following your soul's path. As a byproduct of following your soul's path, you will then have things that you want material-wise. The universe wants you to be abundant. They want you to be financially secure. The universe wants us to have what we want. But if the goal is to have the material objects and to have that certain wealth at any cost, at the abandonment of my soul and my path and what I feel is right for me, that is ego. That is not something that is sustainable, and that is not something that is going to allow you to feel fulfilled in this life. Fulfillment comes from the inside out. Success comes from the inside out. No matter what you have externally, how many people do we see? There's people who are billionaires that are miserable. There's celebrities that have everything that we think that we want who are miserable, right? And so it's not about that. It's about this. It's about love. It's about connection. It's about living a life that makes you happy to be awake in the morning, right? And it doesn't have to be huge. It has to be fulfilling, and that comes from the inside out. So failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, distractions from daily lives. There is very much this feeling of you are looking outward. Maybe we're comparing. Maybe we're watching people on social media and be like, why aren't they having this experience? They're probably lying. Right? Like, this is a thing that we have to understand, that especially with the you know, a day in the life and certain type of accounts, it is showcasing a brand, right? Everybody's putting their pants on one leg at a time. Everybody has complicated family stuff, complicated inner child stuff. Everybody has imposter syndrome at one point in time in their life. Everybody's scared that they're going to make a mistake, right? There is this need for us to understand that. No one outside of you got it more together than you. Good things don't just happen to other people. It happens to everyone. It is our birthright to be abundant here in the physical form, the physical form. So there's very much this thing of being like, change what you're focusing on. Change what you're looking at. It's almost like I'm so busy looking out here and I'm so busy looking out there, I'm not seeing and paying attention to what's right in front of me. Okay, so does that mean we need to slow down? Does that mean we need to delegate? Does that mean we need to have quiet time? Do we want to start bringing the practice again of starting the day listing 3 things that you're grateful for and ending the day to listing 3 things that you're grateful for, reminding you to be in the moment, right? Because really, what is important to you? What is important to you? And when we get clear with that and we get honest with ourselves, or maybe the honesty is coming in is that we've tried something, we put ourselves out there and you know what? It didn't pan out in the ways that I wanted it to or I needed it to. May is coming in with truth, okay? Maybe we got to throw in the towel. Maybe we got to throw in the towel. Look at the previous message. Make the decision. The decision is wrapping it up. The decision is letting it go. Endings that lead new beginnings. You have to be the one to set yourself free. It doesn't mean that it's a failure. If we opened a business and it does not work and it's not what we want it to be, it's not a failure. You learned so much from this experience that is part of your life, that is meant for your next chapter to take these lessons forward. Or maybe we're trying, I mean, how many times, if you guys have been following me the last 10 years, how many different types of offerings have I done? Right? Some of them I still do. Most of them I haven't. I'm just like, oh, not going to do that one again. Oh, totally didn't estimate the turnaround time on that correctly. Right? And it's just part of life. And not everything in this life is meant for the long haul. And this is something that we have, because listen, the only constant in this life is change. Right? Change is inevitable, and it's constant. From the moment that you have come into this physical form, you were about this big, right? Not only did you physically change, you hormonally changed, your brain changed, your desires, wants, hopes, and dreams, priorities have changed. It can change in the blink of an eye. It can change in the first 5 months of 2026, right? And so we have, just because you made a decision 3 years ago, doesn't mean that because this is no longer what you want or it's not how you thought it was going to go, doesn't mean that it's a failure, right? Continuing doing something that you don't want to do, that you're miserable in, and that you know better, but you're just scared of how it's going to look and it's all ego, that to me is failure, right? Is just because we're scared of change, not changing and keeping ourselves in a relationship that doesn't serve us, in a job that doesn't serve us, in a home that doesn't serve us, in a mindset that doesn't serve us, that is a waste of time, right? Our time here is precious. Look how fast the month of May went. These years are flying by, right? And so being brutally honest with yourself and allowing yourself to make the decisions and understanding that change is the only constant here in the physical form. And that saying this no longer serves me does not equal failure. To say this no longer serves me takes courage and takes bravery. Okay? And there is more character in you of saying, tried it, right? Then I'm never going to try anything because I'm too scared, and I'm always going to have a level of discontent. So there's very much this allowance of saying, taking inventory, this is working for me, this isn't working for me, these are the changes that I want to bring in. And I think that that is something that is going to be so valuable, because I feel like, I don't know what's happening in June, but they just show me it's like a vortex opening up and then all this goodness is coming in. And I'm like, sweet. The last time I remember kind of interpreting, it's like, oh, this kind of vortex is opening up and we're having this experience coming in, was COVID. I obviously didn't know it at the time. But looking back in some of my recordings in my journaling, I was like, oh yeah, forever changing moments. I feel like June into July is bringing in forever changing moments in the positive moving forward, right? And so it's really important for us to remember this and understand this, right? So that we are open to it. This is why May is coming in with direct, blunt guidance, with the truth that we must accept so that we are able to make the changes that are for us. Okay? All right, everyone. I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Sunday with your weekly guidance.